Hello, welcome to Real Talk Live with Arnette D Love. Listen, I just got some questions, y'all. I truly have some questions, and I want y'all to either just listen to Auntie or answer Auntie, whatever you like. Because by the time I finish with this and look at it again tomorrow, I will have some plays. So, why do women get mad or get upset at other women over men that they're interested in? I'm very curious because, see, me personally, I don't want a man that nobody else wants, doesn't want. Let me get that right. I do not want a man that no other woman wants. Okay? That's the first thing. And then for me, if I'm interested in a man, I'm waiting for him to come and make the move. Okay, he has to make the move. He has to let me know that he's interested in me as well. If not, I'm going to carry on. And I think that we forget, as women, that we can't be so easy. We can't just be there waiting, thirsty, to where we're getting upset at other women because we're interested in someone. Because a relationship is a two-way street. Just like you're interested in him, he needs to be interested in you. So why are you getting upset with women because you're interested in him? Because if he has shown you that he's interested, why are you worried about somebody else? Question. Why? Why you worry about somebody else? Let me tell y'all something about Auntie. I don't worry about anybody else. If I know that we have something going on and we have solidified what it is that we have going on, I don't worry about now another woman up in what I got going on. I just don't. Because I know how to, first of all, address it with him and not her. And then I know how to stay or leave. And if it's something that I don't want to deal with, I'm leaving. And I suggest you do the same. So why do we worry about other women? And I told y'all when I talk from my point of view. So this is my point of view. I don't understand why women sitting over there giving other women the side eye because they smile at the man that they're interested in. Baby, let me tell you something about Auntie. I'm going to smile every opportunity, every chance I get. I love to smile. And I'm going to smile at whoever. If he looks at me, he smile, I smile. I smile, he smile. It's contagious. Don't you know that? If you smile at someone and speed, most of the time they're going to give you a little smile or smirk and right back at you. So why you cutting your eyes because your man, because the man that you have your eyes on smiled at someone else? That is just a smile. It doesn't mean anything else is going on. It doesn't. If y'all have already identified what it is that y'all have, keep it. Don't doubt it until he give you reason to doubt. I just don't understand. Look, I done been in the nail salon, when I used to get my nails done all the time. I have been in a nail salon. And I have seen my ex, and I'm talking about, when I say ex, I'm talking about high school, y'all. High school. I've seen my ex's wife come up in the nail salon. Now, we all went to high school together, okay? And so she come up in the nail salon, and yes, she knows that he and I used to date in high school, okay? And she comes up in the nail salon and has a whole attitude with me. An attitude. How are you mad at me over something that was before you? And then how are you mad at me for something that was years and years and years ago, I was already in the military, and you're upset with me still in 2020 something over your husband that I dated in high school. That to me, guys, that is ridiculous. If he's your man, he's your man. Why do women like to blame other women for their insecurities? Okay? You got to do better, sis. You have to do better. You have to have more confidence in yourself. Because really and truly, all that's going to do is push him away. I'm going to tell you that right now. All that's going to do is just push your man away. If he's your man. But I mean, I'm telling you, the looks that I be getting from these women, and I don't even say anything to your man. I don't even say anything to. I'm just looking. If they smile at me, I smile at them. If they look too hard or too long, I'll smile at them. Because I believe you don't stare at a person. I think staring is rude. So if you stare at a person, I think you should speak to them. I get a lot of that. Y'all ever been in the hospital and everybody just staring at you? Oh, hello. And that's what I do. You stare at me too long, I'm going to speak to you. But I mean, I literally saw someone actually cut their eyes at me, roll their eyes at me. And I'm thinking like, what is the problem, honey? What's the problem? You're mad because what? Either you crossed the line and you thought that was going to be enough to keep him coming back, and you thought he wasn't going to be interested in anybody else. Let me tell you something. When you move too fast, a lot of times you can't, they're not going to stay. A lot of times they're not going to stay. Now, very seldom, you'll get somebody that won't go anywhere. But if you move too fast, a lot of times they won't stay. Okay, you got to take your time and make these gentlemen, make them gentlemen if they're not gentlemen, okay? You got to take your time and make them respect you. You don't rush into these relationships. You don't rush into crossing the lines and then thinking he your man. Like I told y'all before, I met this girl and she, as soon as she get a man, she moves him in her house. That's her man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Take your time and get to know this individual. You might realize you don't even like them. Okay? And so just because you cross the line with somebody doesn't mean they're not going to stop looking for someone else. Doesn't mean they're not going to be wandering. Their eyes are not going to be wandering. And then what you do, instead of you correcting him or talking to him, because you can't correct him because you don't know where he's at. Y'all just started. You just crossed the line because you're so fast. Okay, so you can't even question him. But instead of you going and asking him where do y'all stand in the relationship, you get mad at the woman, and the woman don't know nothing about your relationship, don't know what's going on between you guys. All the woman know is that the man smiled at her and she smiled at him, and you over there cutting your eyes, rolling your eyes, looking like a clown because you're jealous because you went too fast. You moved too fast. See, if you don't move fast, you're not losing anything. If you keep it at just talking it out and getting to know someone, you're not losing anything when he decides that you're not the one for him, or you decide he's not the one for you. You have lost absolutely nothing. But when you go and you cross the line too fast, then you be looking crazy and feeling like, low down because you done did something that you should have waited to do. It's nothing wrong with waiting. And now we all adults, you do what you do. You move how you move, but I'm trying to tell you the after effects of not waiting in a relationship and just diving in head first, most of the time is heartbreak or feeling foolish. That's the after effect. So why not just take your time? If he really likes you and he really want to be with you, he'll wait. He might go out there and do what he need to do to take care of himself, and he'll come back. He'll wait. See, that's what I believe in. If I'm not doing what you need me to do, baby, if I'm not satisfying you at the time, Don't try to push me into doing anything that I don't want to do. That's the first thing. And I am not going to stop you from doing anything that you want to do. And what I'm going to do is, if I want to know what you're doing, I'm going to ask, which normally I'm not, because I do believe that if a person is not getting what they want, at one place, they will go to another place to get what they want. I believe that, and if you're not willing to give that person what they want, you can't stop them from doing what it is they want to do, unless that's your husband, and that's a whole different story. But you can't stop them. I am not that type of person. If I'm not, I know what grown folks do. And so if I'm not willing to do the grown folks game, I don't try to stop anybody that wants to get the game from somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm telling you is, when you rush into these relationships, that's why you end up cutting your eye at other women, because you rushed into something and you see that you rushing into something did not keep the prize. Did not keep the prize. Sometimes, let me tell y'all a little secret. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I got them sinus issues. Okay. Let me tell you a little secret. Sometimes you have to show individuals, and this is male or female, but I'm strictly talking to the female, really, because the male to me is supposed to be the hunter. Okay, so sometimes, ladies, you have to show them that you can live without them. You can do without the relationship. You have to show that you are not pressed. You have to show that if they don't want anything serious, because if you're looking for something serious and they don't want anything serious, let them know that this is not the stop that they want to make, because you're not getting ready to settle. That's what you have to do. And instead of just jumping into something and then trying to find out if it's going to work, but you didn't already cross the line and you didn't even find out what he wanted in a relationship, and now you looking crazy because he doesn't want the same thing that you want. Sometimes you just got to take baby steps. I always say that. I'm taking baby steps. I take baby steps in everything, every relationship, that I'm in. Even when I'm got people that want to be around me, I'm not, I'm an introvert, okay? And so for people to be around me, I need to get used to them. And so I take baby steps. So sometimes I'm not in big crowds. You won't see me going to big, large functions and stuff like that, because I don't really I'd rather be by myself in my own space. So I believe in taking baby steps, and everything is important to me. I don't care if I miss out. Like a lot of people say, you snooze, you lose. I don't care, because I believe what's for me is for me. I believe that if it was meant for me to have, I would have it. If the relationship was meant for me to be in, I would be in it. I don't care about if you snooze, you lose. When it comes to relationships, I believe that if you take your time and get to know the person and they get to know you before you cross the line, as if y'all have been in this long relationship, you will be able to determine whether or not this is the route you want to take in your life. And you don't lose anything but a little bit of time. I'd rather lose a little bit of time than to lose a part of myself. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with losing a little time. And I'm the person that I really feel my time is valuable. So I'm not going to give you too much. You don't get too much of my time. I'm going to start clocking from day one, and I'm going to probably give you 30 days. And if I like you, I think we might, have something, you might get 60 days. And I can guarantee you by the 90th day, I have already determined whether or not I'm going to continue this. Because most of the time, you get to see a person's true self. Me, myself, and you're going to see my true self within a couple of weeks. You're gonna see me like, okay, she's a straight shooter and all that stuff. And I'm not trying to be rude, but I do not pretend well. And I do sometimes have to practice on how my delivery is. And I understand that, and I respect that. So a lot of times I won't even say too much, in a relationship unless you're asking me a question, because I don't want to come off so, I guess, strong or too strong, because my delivery can be, I guess, sort of, maybe, aggressive, maybe not mean, but I'm just, like I said, I put it out there. So that's why it's important to take time, because some men cannot deal with a woman who shoots from the hip. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. If you cannot deal with a woman that shoots from the hips, you need to go away. You go away, because we're not gonna change. But I like nothing more than a man that knows how to deal with a strong woman. A woman, he knows exactly how to talk to you. The voice get low. Let me help y'all out real quick. I don't know who all these people watching me, but okay, all right. The voice get low, okay, and he talks very soft. And I think I said this to y'all before. He doesn't demand anything from you. He makes suggestions on what he wants from you. So he doesn't come out and say, do this, do that, do this, do that. No. He makes suggestions. He knows exactly how to handle you. So now listen to this now. When he does get upset, oh, he upset. When he gets upset, you know that you have really bumped your head. And those are the type of guys that I like. The ones that show me you done went too far. And he doesn't get rude with me. He just shows me you have went too far. That's what I like. That's what I like. And that's what most women who are strong